Welcome, Suns fans, to another episode of Bocky's Bounce. This week, I have special guest, Josh Toy. Mate, pleasure to have you on the show.
Yeah, great to be here.
Now, you played 7 games so far this year. How have you found the change from school footy back in Melbourne to elite level AFL footy?
Yeah, obviously a huge step up. Obviously, the speed of game and the intensity is just taken to a new level. But obviously, with the older boys around me and all the other young boys in the team, we've gone pretty well.
Yeah, no, it's been great, mate, having you down back with me, off half back, and you read the ball well, and look forward to playing many more games with you. Yeah. Okay, now we'll whip into the round of games this week, round 19, Friday night footy. We've got Carlton taking on North Melbourne. I think it's going to be a one-sided affair. Blues are going to be too strong with the season they've had so far. The confidence is flowing, and I think they're going to take a lot of form into the finals. Into the next game, which is...
We have Geelong and Melbourne down at Skill Stadium.
Yeah, obviously Geelong having a great season so far, only had the 2 upsets. I think they're going to account for the Demons quite easily.
Following the Geelong-Melbourne game, there's also the Western Bulldogs and West Coast Eagles at Etihad Stadium.
Yeah, obviously this game was quite a one-sided affair last time with a 100-point drubbing. The Bulldogs are going to want to respond in a quite fierce manner. West Coast have lost Josh Kennedy to a freak accident. I think Dean Cox was responsible for that one, throwing a tennis ball into his eye. So it's going to be a massive loss for him, but I still think the Eagles will get over the line.
Game after the Western Bulldogs and West Coast following the Saturday afternoon games, ourselves and St Kilda on Saturday night. All
right, obviously a big game for us against St Kilda. What's your thoughts on this one, Josh?
Nick Riewoldt out. Hopefully we don't take for granted the fact that, just because he's out, we're going to take an easier approach into the game. But I think we've got the talent and obviously the experience to sort of get on top of them early. Maybe we can string a win. Yeah, definitely.
I was pleased to hear the news that Nick Riewoldt wasn't going to be playing. Obviously, a great player and someone that I've played on quite a lot throughout my career. So, definitely makes these games tough when I have to match up against him. So, I think it's a huge loss for him. I'm super confident, and hopefully the boys can get our first win here at Metricon Stadium on Saturday night.
Next game, we have Fremantle and Hawthorn down at Patterson Stadium over in WA.
Yeah, I reckon this is going to be a great game, Josh. I think, both teams in great form this year. Freo, they're going to miss McFarlane through suspension. I think normally he'd be a great matchup on Buddy. So I think I'm going to go with the Hawks. What's your thoughts on it, mate?
Truthfully, I reckon the Hawks are up and running at the moment, but Freo over in the West, I reckon it can't go past them.
Okay, should be a good game. Then into Sunday's games of footy.
Got Collingwood and Essendon on Sunday.
Yeah, always big games, these ones. Obviously, Essendon been a little bit up and down this year. Pies, reigning premiers, I think too strong.
Yeah, I saw Collingwood firsthand last week, and they're an amazing team. They're up and running. They don't seem to fall off the wagon at all. Essendon probably have to bring their absolute A game, and Collingwood they'd have to struggle during the game. Even then, they still might win. So it'll be a tough one for the Bombers.
Definitely. And then Sunday afternoon, Amy Stadium, the big showdown. Been involved in many myself. Always big games. It's going to be interesting. Obviously, Neil Craig losing his job throughout the week. Boys are going to be pretty fired up. I'm going to back the Crows in for a win, which will be a close one. How do you see this one panning out?
Yeah, I reckon it will be a close one. I know not many people tip them at all, but I might go the draw for Adelaide and Port just because they're very even sides. As you said, Neil Craig's not coaching at the moment. Mark Bickley steps in, so Adelaide will try and get up for him, but I reckon it'll be a really close encounter, yeah.
There you go, here first, the draw. That should be an interesting outcome. Don't forget, Brisbane, Richmond and Sydney all have the bye. We'll leave it there. Thanks, Josh, for joining us.
A pleasure to be here.
And we'll see you next time on Bocky's Bounce. Cheers. Oh, I forgot Kay.
I thought you were going to say Kay.
Should we go back and get Kay in?